Hey there, folks. Welcome to Week 11 of the NFL. These are my Week 11 picks for the NFL. So let's get started. The first game is Carolina Panthers at home against the New Orleans Saints. Now, Carolina had a lead against Kansas City last week, 17 to like 3 or something like that, and they ended up losing 20 to 17. The first time they played the Saints, second week of the season, they got lit up by Drew Brees, and do I think this time I Carolina's at home. I think that Carolina may actually win this time around. So Carolina will beat the Saints this time and avenge the first time they met. Now the second game I'm picking is Pittsburgh versus the Cleveland Browns. I think Pittsburgh will win and Cleveland will fall to 0-11. I don't have to say much there. Next game, Baltimore Ravens going to Dallas. Um, Dallas is 8-1, playing outstanding since they lost the first week. Um, Baltimore's up and down. I think Dallas wins it and goes to 9-1. It could be tough, but I believe Dallas will win in the end. The next game, Jacksonville versus Detroit. Now, I'm going to have to go with Detroit to win this game at home. Jacksonville is not playing that great. Blake Bortles is like the worst quarterback in the first half of the games. And I think Detroit will be able to win. Jacksonville defense isn't as good either, but it's all good. They'll uh, not even win. Detroit will win the next game. Tennessee versus Indianapolis. I think Tennessee will win. I think Tennessee can win this game, and I think they will against Indianapolis. The next game, Buffalo versus Cincinnati. Now, I'm going to pick the Cincinnati to win this game at home. Um, they played the Giants. They lost. They had a chance to win, but they couldn't at the end. The next game, Tampa Bay versus Kansas City. I'm gonna believe that Kansas City Chiefs will win this game against Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's playing a little better. They're 3-1 on the road, but I don't think they will win this game. So yeah, next game, the New York Giants versus Chicago Bears. Now, if anybody knows, Chicago Bears just had the bad news of Alshon Jeffrey getting suspended for PEDs 4 games. So, and besides that, the Bears don't really have anybody. Um, I think that in this, I believe the Giants will beat the Bears. The Bears are not very good. And I don't see the Bears beating the Giants. The next game, Arizona Cardinals versus Minnesota Vikings. Now, I think Arizona could go into Minnesota and beat Minnesota. Minnesota struggled. They started out 5-0. They've lost 4 straight. And yeah, I don't think that Minnesota wins again. I think they'll lose again. I think Arizona's a better team than them also. The next game, Miami Dolphins traveling to LA. Now they're coming all the way across the country. They're favored by a point, and the Rams have Jared Goff going. I'm gonna pick the Dolphins to win this game against the Rams because I don't know how good Jared Goff will be doing. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Now here we go. The afternoon slate of games. Oh, I mean, it's like, no, the Dolphins is an afternoon game. But here's the next game is the New England Patriots versus the San Francisco 49ers. The Patriots will win this game. The 49ers are just not any good. They're 1-8. They cannot win at home. They've only, after they beat the Rams, opening night for them, opening home game, they've lost 8 straight, and whatever. The Patriots roll over them. Patriots coming off that tough loss to Seattle, um, but they'll beat 49ers easy. The next game is Philadelphia Eagles traveling up to Seattle to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks are 6.5 point favorites. They're 4-0 at home. They almost lost. They should be, I think, one loss at home at least. So they should actually be like 3-1. But I don't think they. It doesn't matter now. Or they could have 2 losses at home, but they don't. So whatever. I think that the Eagles are playing well, they were struggling, but they somehow won last week. They shut down the Falcons' #1 offense, or top offense. Did a pretty good job defensively, and you know what? I think the Eagles traveling to Seattle. I think the Philadelphia Eagles can come into Seattle and shock the Seahawks, and I think the Eagles will actually win this game. The next game is Green Bay versus the Washington Redskins. I don't know what's going on with Green Bay. They're just not any good. Washington's playing outstanding kind of right now. I This is a game that tough. I think Washington will win this game over Green Bay. Green Bay is just struggling too much, and I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I I think I don't know what's going on with Green Bay. Washington will win that game. Okay, so the final game of Week 11 for the NFL is the Houston Texans versus the Oakland Raiders. Now this game's being played in Mexico City. Houston, you have a battle of not first place teams, except Oakland is 7-2. Houston 6-3. I'm gonna pick Oakland to beat Houston. Oakland will win this game, and yeah, Oakland wins that game. It will be a decent game. I think that Oakland has a better offense a little bit. Their defense is not as good, but it's good enough. They're 7-2. Um, so I think Oakland beats Houston. So that's week 11. Stay tuned for other videos down the line, and then stay tuned for um, other pick'ems games next week, week 13 of the college football season, and week 12 of the NFL. See y'all later.